watch party here. We are going to be watching 250A and 450A Q2 here together. Give everybody a couple minutes to get in. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm Travis, host of the Moto Aftermath Show. We do these during the Supercross season here. Uh, just give you guys some of my thoughts as we're watching this. So we just got done with 250 Group B here for the San Diego Supercross. Um, I kind of like this track. Has some bowl corners in it, more than last week. Nothing really super weird. And we've got some interesting things. For example, the whoop section. So we have a whoop section and then a single or a table over single, and then another small whoop section. Now, I don't know how many whoops. I haven't counted yet how many whoops are on that second whoop section. It looks pretty short, maybe like 5 or 6 at most. The first one looks pretty normal, pretty like 9-ish. But I do like that. It's very, very, very interesting. And this week, the better thing is the track seems to be getting faster here in Q2. So hopefully, we're going to get to watch some guys actually pick up the pace here for these 250 and 450A groups here. Welcome in, everyone. This is our San Diego Live Q2 watch party here, where I just give my thoughts and my commentary here while we watch San Diego Q2 for the A groups live. So here we are. We're back, hopefully, here, which it appears to be this week. We're going to actually get to see the fake starts here because last week we did not get to see those, and that drove me absolutely crazy. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and comment if you guys got a question, something you want answered. I have no problem talking back and forth here because I'm basically sitting here just freewheeling here, and we're about to get this fake start going. 250 Group A here. Let's see. Deegan just inside the doghouse. Boom. And right-handed first turn this week. So that's cool. Anstey out in front. They're really liking this going up over the berms thing here, which is pretty interesting. Adds just a little bit through that first corner, which obviously we saw caused some issues last week. Kitchen going down. So kind of like that. Now that first 90 there, they put that pole in. That's because during press yesterday, I did see Hunter Lawrence jump that corner there. So a little back here with the tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's 5 whoops after that table over single. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we got a normal 9 whoop section into that table over single, and then another little five pack there. Ooh, that was interesting. Maybe that was Volan just jumped the table and then used the single to jump into that second one. Interestingly enough, if you watch the 250 Group B there, Aiden Shive, whoever it was that was fast qualifier there, I think it was Shive. He actually hit that first whoop section with so much speed, he actually jumped off the table almost into the whoops, which would be super interesting if somebody could pull that off. If you could fricking hit that table with enough speed to jump into that second whoop section and figure out where to place it every time and nail it, that'd probably be pretty fast. So thanks everybody for joining us live Q2 watch party here from San Diego. And we are just excuse me, uh, just watching and commentary here. So Deegan on the screen here. Heard an interesting tinfoil hat theory, which I'll bring up on the main show here this week. Somebody in the comments this week said that, like, oh, Deegan's gonna just kind of screw around screw around here, and then at Daytona he'll ride a 450, and then he'll go 450 the rest of the season, which would be super interesting if he actually wasn't in the points lead and thought, you know what, it's been okay, but let's just go ride the 450. That would be It'd be very, very interesting. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, if you guys are watching, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and if you got a comment, hit the comments, and let's chat here. Table over single, big scrub there. Ooh, and he jumped that whole 5 pack. Interesting, super interesting. Deegs on one here. Mosman up top right now this session with a 54.7, which I believe is not the fastest. I think Kitchen was actually at a 53 something in that first session. 3 out of the corner, another big 3, single into the corner, single over table, big 3, another big 3, and another 3, single, double, and 3 there. Now he'll rip the outside here, and he'll 3, yep, big seat bounce 3. Boom, come around here and into the finish. And goes to second, 53.5. Look at Ryder D with that 53.3 there. Impressive. And I believe, I mean, I don't know, I'm sure they'll put the times up here at some point, but that should put him first overall, I think. Because I do believe this session is going to be a little bit faster here. Let's see what Kitchen can do here. Kitchen and Anstey definitely have more 4Ds than what was originally anticipated. That's for sure. So, and I know that's going to piss off all the Deegan fans who are watching, but is what it is. Sorry to tell you. That's just the way it works. So, thanks everybody for tuning in to the live here. Really appreciate it. We are watching qualifying 2 here in San Diego. We will see where we end up here. Kitchen at the end of a fast lap goes right to the top with a 53.335. Wow, look at that. 200ths of a second faster. That's impressive. Real impressive. So now the top 3 are all 53 in the 53 seconds. So, and there is between first and 20th, there is about 4 seconds of time difference. Thank you, whoever hit that thumbs up button. Again, if you guys want to hit the chat, let's chat your thoughts here on qualifying in San Diego so far. So the rest of the track, pretty basic, pretty cookie cutter. Like I said, I'm digging these first corners, how they go up the backside of berms here and kind of have these little off cambers going on. I'm totally all right with that. And like I said, outside of that, the rest of this track, pretty cookie cutter here. There's nothing. The whoop section there, the whoops with other whoops is kind of. Ooh, Ryder D back to the top with a 53.32. So drops 100th there. Interesting. Super interesting. I think he dropped 8 thousandths of a second. Wow. Ryder D coming around this year. Finally getting to see the Ryder D that was coming out of amateurs there, the can't miss kids. So that's good to see. I'm excited because again, just add to the list of like these dudes that just don't give a shit about Deegan, and Ryder D's on there now. So Kitchen on a fast lap here. 3 into the corner here, ride that outside rut to 3. That outside rut's going to get destroyed though. So I wonder how long into the 250 main before that rut's no longer viable to rip the outside. Kitchen back to the top, 52.9. We're now in the 52s and a 52.9 for Kitch there. And he's caught on the tough blocks in the whoops. What a bonehead move. Goes fastest and then gets caught up on the tough blocks. That's funny. Oh, are we going to get to see Ryder D rip a fast one? All right, here we go. And Ryder D, fast lap. Here we go. Following with the drones. Bop, 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 bop. Through the whoops. Table over single. Bop, bop. Through those whoops. I wonder if jumping them is faster. Be interesting to see the dartfish on that. If, like, there's a big difference between just jumping all 5 of them like Deegs did or doing what these guys are doing, which is just skimming them. Double, big 3, and double into the corner. Single over table, big 3, another big 3, another big 3, single, double, rip outside, boom, here we go, outside. The crappy thing about this track is it's so short that, like I said, we're into the, Ryder D drops his time, but just not enough to a 53.0, so that's pretty good. The crappy thing is the track's so short is that these 250 guys are going to do 24 laps probably, and then the 450s will probably do 27, 28 roughly. So that's a bummer. Where like last week it was cool because the track was long enough that they did 15 and 20 laps. Old school. All right, let's see. Deegan just put in another fast lap, dropped to a 53.0, but still third place. improved time, but not improved spot. So, and Anstey, he's just a gamer, dude. He's just not a qualifier. By the way, this I'm drinking here, all natural margarita mix. Or I say all natural, a healthy margarita mix that we got for my brother for Christmas. We just had a little birthday party. He brought it down. We mixed it together with some tequila and real good, real good. I will find out what it is. I will put it out in the stories or something so you guys know what it is because it's like I said, my wife got it for my brother for Christmas there, and it's actually a good for you, or just doesn't have any of the crap in it like some of the regular name brand margarita mixes, and you can get it right on Amazon. So anyway, we'll put that up here at some point when I find out. I don't know what it's called to be honest with you, but it's good. All three of us were drinking it, so. All right, we got about 3 minutes left in this session here. Let's see if anybody can get up top here and dethrone Kitchen. If Kitchen gets a start, it's gonna be troubles here, I think, for Deeks, which again just lends a little bit more credence to that rumor or that tinfoil hat conspiracy theory I saw of Deeks just kind of does so, gets to Daytona, hits the 450, and just continues to ride the 450. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that was the case? I can't. Be wild stuff. Absolutely wild stuff. So, all right, 2 minutes left here. We're still running down Kitchen, Ryder D, and Deegan. Hymas in fourth, Bolin fifth. Anstey's still sitting there in sixth, but again, he's just a gamer like so many of these guys, like a Cooper Webb or something here that's just like, yep, I don't really care with qualifying. It's all about just get me to the race. Oh, cool. 6 shot. I like how we were watching Kitchen actually ride. Oh, Deegan went to the top. 52.92. Okay. All right. Deeks decided it was time to play, dude. Ryder D on a fast lap here. Good. Really good to see him actually showing up here. Actually doing what we've kind of waited for him to do here for years. So he was a can't miss amateur, and it was a miss for the first couple of years here. Of course, he kind of got, if I remember correctly, he kind of got dicked a little bit. Like there wasn't room at Pro Circuit for him, but he was on a Team Green Pro Circuit Kawasaki contract. So he didn't get his full shot for going pro with them like he should have. I don't know. It was one of those weird situations where they're just like, is it real? All right, here we go. Kitchen on another fast lap here. He's doing back to back. Oh, Kitchen. Oh my God. Seriously? Freaking Kitchen, dude. Here we go. Anstey on a fast lap here. Send mode. Yep, jumped all 5. So I definitely think the move is to jump all 5 of those whoops. We'll see, but that seems to be the move right now. Let's see what kind of send Anstey's got. I mean, I feel like in previous races we've had data that shows segments and whether they're better or worse than a segment. What are we watching screen in screen here? Are we watching screen in screen Anstey? Oh no, we're watching Deegan roll around because that's really what I want to see. Look, dude, Race Day Live is fantastic and they do a great job, but it's been a little rough last week was really rough. We didn't see either of the first practice starts. Anstey goes to 5th, but that's all it seems like he can muster. So it looks like D is going to be up top here for qualifying. Fastest qualifier, first one of the year here. All right, so top 5, Deegs, Kitchen, Ryder D, Hymas, and Anstey. Mumford in 10th, not bad. Not bad. we'll when they do the interview here, we'll unmute it because of course you got to hear what Hayden has to say because why would you not have to hear what Danger Douche has to say? So I want to thank everybody for tuning in here. We're gonna go to 450 Group A here as soon as that comes up, and there's the big bad man, Mr. Eli Tomac, back to a commercial here. Yeah, so um like I said, Race Day Live was a rough go last week. A real rough go with them. They didn't quite have all their birds in a row. Is that the same? That's not the same. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Comment if you guys got any comments here. Hopefully I'm not missing them. Let's check here. Let's pick up the other phone, burner phone, other phone. Let's see here. Turn this down. And let's see. All right, here we are. Maybe can I watch it? Can I not watch it? There we go. Anybody in the chat here? I haven't seen anything pop up here. Hey, do you have a link or Discord to watch it? Jesus Christ, no, I don't. Spend the money on Peacock. Don't be a cheap fuck. Jesus Christ. There's my public fucking service announcement. Like whatever the fuck Peacock is, there's 4 races a fucking month. It's like $3 a race, you cheap fuck. Instead of trying to rip the shit off. Jesus, man. God. Some people like just cancel all the other subscription services for the months here while Supercross is on. Just use Peacock. They got tons of movies and TV shows and stuff too for the family, for yourself, whatever. Super simple. I cannot handle look, there's plenty of free content on the internet as far as Supercross and motocross goes. You can watch the extended highlights, which I just found out when I was doing another live stream the other night for the members, that like the extended highlights show you the heat races, the LCQs, and the main event. So if you don't want to pay, YouTube, there is plenty of free content on there. Let's hear what Danger Douche has to say here. Let's go, baby. Let's go. He just screwed up that main event last week. That's all there was. It wasn't that Anstey was really that good. He just screwed up that main event. That was it. No issue. No issue. Oh man, look at that. Brayton, AC, Weege, and Pelletier. What a four pair there. What a 4 pair. Anyway, we got 450 Group A coming up next here. Right? Are they coming up next? Did they already go? God, if they don't show the start, I'm gonna lose my effing mind here. I'm gonna absolutely lose my effing mind. We'll see if Eli Tomac can back it up. He's looking good. Lots of interesting things. If you guys haven't seen it, and I'm going to talk about this on the main show, but lots of interesting things. Go watch the What We Learned Friday on Vital MX. Michael Lindsay, shout out Michael Lindsay, does a great job on these, and I like these. He puts a lot of stuff out there. So I'd heard this week, and he confirmed all the stuff today on that video. KTM has a new shock. They had a new shock last week. What he says is that KTM got this new shock late. The Husky guys don't have it. Because like I said, I know that as of like 2 weeks ago, they did not have the shock issue fixed. Look at Prado there. Every effing start ever. Prado just out front. Even on that slow Kawasaki. Prado's still out front. Which is wild, but whatever. But anyway, so the KTM, so AP, Eli, and Prado have the new shock for KTM. I assume the Husky guys, Stu and RJ, are going to get it here. But again, these are kind of like prototype parts. So you can only get so many at a time from the factory. And so, obviously you're going to give it to three main stars here. Dude, Prado, as much shit as I talked about that guy, he is looking like he's ready to go as far as Supercross goes, man. He is looking like he's ready to go, which is crazy. It's crazy. God, he was so terrible last year. Like, I know Supercross, he only had a couple of things. He only had a couple of races there before he got hurt. But man, he was just so bad outdoors. I can't believe it's carrying over. I want to thank all of you who hit the thumbs up button. Again, if you guys want to talk, hit the chat down there. Chase Sexton here. This needs to be a bounce back week here. This has to be a bounce back week for Chase Sexton. Now, the bike looks good. I don't know if you guys saw it. They did the actual Chevy Trucks logo and everything on it for that retro vibe for the press release, which was sick. Now, they don't have Chevy Trucks on it now because Chevy Trucks is not a sponsor of the team, but that retro shoot they did, and the bike looks sick now too. Like, the graphics are all designed the same. It looks very 90s. Very 90s. So that's super cool. And like, you look at that bike right now and it does look 90s with the silver wheels, silver sprockets. Sexton, I pushed the panic button last week, and guess what? It ain't stopping unless he does something here, because from what, again, Michael Lindsay, shout out Michael Lindsay. That video, like I said, is really worth the watch to go watch. It's worth the 15 minutes. They tested, he has a full new front suspension setup, forks, triple clamps, whole nine, new linkage, and new shock. That's not a good sign that you have that after race one. Race one. Hopefully it helps him, but if it doesn't, then I'm full panic buttoning. It's full panic mode at that point. And I don't know what he's gonna do, because he ain't gonna want to stay there if they can't figure it out. Now, one other thing that they did say, or that Michael Lindsay did talk about in there, is he was talking to KTM about, because we all know Prado said that the bike was slow, right? The Kawasaki was slow. So I guess the way Prado likes to ride, he likes to ride a gear higher. Like, if you look at telemetry data, I guess he is a gear higher in everywhere than AP and Tomac. Now, what that means is, if Tomac's in third gear, Prado's in fourth. If Tomac's in first gear, Prado's in second. So I guess in putting puzzle pieces together, what you would say is that on that Kawasaki, just the way the gear ratios worked and everything, they couldn't give him the right amount of power for the gear he was riding in. So, for example, if he wanted to ride second gear in a spot that everyone else was running first, that Kawasaki was made to run first gear there, or the power delivery was for first gear there, versus like on the KTM now, they have the power situated where he can run second gear where he wants to run second gear, even when everyone else is in first gear. So again, this looks a little bit better because it doesn't quite seem that the Kawasaki was actually slow, but it just seems like they couldn't put the power in the right spot for him. So I don't know what that means overall, for Chase and how he feels about it, because obviously we haven't heard anything like that, but that did help put some of these puzzle pieces together with the Prado situation. All right, so we got 10 minutes to go here. Roczen currently first with a 52.4. Justin Cooper, 52.6. Sexton with a 52.8. Now again, Sexton good, but Sexton not full send Sexton top qualifier good. Tomac coming in here on this fast lap and goes to second with a 52.46. So 4,000ths difference between him and Roczen. And not really a surprise there. Dylan on that Ducati there. Sixth place, not bad. Respectable. Absolutely respectable. Super glad to see Barsha's okay. Got a video coming out where we talked about it in the show last week, but I'm going to drop the segment itself talking about Barsha did have on the Alpine Stars Tech Air, whatever the heck it is, the airbag vest. And in case anybody missed it, if you go to Barsha or Alpine Stars Instagram, they released the telemetry data from that. And the fact is, when he hit the ground, 27 G's of force. Unreal. Unreal. How much force that was hit when he hit the ground. So, like I said, super glad to see he's okay. They said concussion. Not a huge, like, not great, but not a huge deal. So, all right, Eli Tomac on a fast one here. Oh, those whoops have a V in them already. Boom. And just skimming that second set. Everybody else kind of wheel tapping, jumping over everything. Tomac's still just ripping, skimming. Oh, man. Bunch of guys down in the corner. 2 guys down in the corner. I don't know who it was. 2 guys. Oh, Tomac messed up his fast lap. Dang it. I didn't see what he was doing because, of course, I was looking at the dudes down in the other screen. Screen-on-screen action. Let's see here. Anything else really stand out? Not especially there. Oh, Craig down in 19th. That's not a good sign for Craig. Ando, 9th place right now. Yep, seems about right. That's the thing, is that there are so many factory dudes now that we're going to have factory dudes that are just 15th to 20th place guys. And like, there's not much you can do about it. It's just the way it is, you know? So, all right, we got about 7 minutes left here. 7 minutes left. Cooper Webb on that big number 1. Hopefully he'll have a little better week this week. But Coop's one of those guys, for him, I feel like no matter what, the series doesn't start till Daytona. No matter what you say, the series does not start till Daytona. Because like last year, when was it he won? I don't know. The Gypsy Tales edition that he just did, the newest Gypsy Tales show that Webb just did, was really good too. You guys should go check that out. I listened to most of that yesterday. And again, very, very good show. Oh, look, now we've got some segment times here. See where we're at. Webb 3/10 up. No, not really a thing there. So 250 is funny because first through 20th qualifying, you're looking at about a 2-second difference. 450s here, or I'm sorry, 4-second difference. 450s here, here 52.1 to a 54.9. So less than 3 seconds from first to 20th. And Tomac at the top of the board now with a 52.1. No blanket. Don't slide down and show off how terrible my couch looks. We're in the process of getting a new one. Don't mind that. Let's see here. Roxon's still chilling in second. God, those Suzukis look killer. Really makes me want to get one. Really makes me want to get one. So these sessions here, they're a couple minutes longer. Yeah, it does make them seem like a lot longer. Uh-oh, somebody down. Oh, no. Not the other Beta. Beta Bros down, dude. Beta Bros down. What is happening here? Is he under the bike? Pick the bike up, bro. I don't understand what's happening there. Let's see. Anybody gonna jump up? Sexton in 5th place. That's not superb either. That's not real superb as far as Chase Sexton goes. Justin Hill still riding, still alive. It's great to see. Oh, and we're red flag. Oh no. Mitchell Oldenburg, Beta Bros, dude. Poor Beta can't catch a break here. Well, at least there's 5 Alpine Star guys around him. Oh, here we go. This ain't good. The Kawasaki's do look sick though. Man, I'm really concerned here with Sexton and what are they gonna do here? Because man, dude, if he doesn't get it together and at least get a podium finish today, that's a real issue for him. He's not gonna be stoked on that. He's not gonna be stoked on that at all, which is a bit of an issue because we just don't know where you go or what happens if you're Chase Sexton and that doesn't work. Like, you gonna go to Hep next? Hmm. I don't know. You're done. You're done. Didn't embarrass her too bad. She's probably still not stoked on that, but kid was in trouble. Had to let her out there. Anyway, all right. Anybody hit the chat there? Talk about anything you guys want to. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank y'all who have hit the thumbs up button there. Again, we do these every single week here for the Supercross season. I don't do it for motocross because motocross, I'm trying to live my life. Okay. We live in Michigan. We only get summer and nice weather for so many days. So where I watch all the qualifying stuff and we still do the shows, we still do the main show. I don't do all the rest of these shows here. Red flag situation right now. Looks like Mitchell Oldenburg's down. Big bummer there. Big bummer. So let's see here. All right, back to let's see. Anything in the comments? Chase crashed already. Did Chase crash already? I haven't seen him crash yet. Mitchell Oldenburg crashed there. That's why we're under a red flag condition. But I haven't seen Chase go down. They haven't showed Chase going down. So maybe he did. Could have had a tip over. Maybe that was what they were showing picture in picture there. I don't know.